another person money. You really can't. You can't destroy his image because I think his image is perfect. But he had 1 million subscribers, 1 million paying subscribers, 1 million people listening to him with money, not just poor people who down on fifth and 8th under that bridge. He had 1 million people, and he was appealing to the financially secure. He wasn't broke. People weren't listening to Kevin Samuels. They might have been, but let's be honest. Every time a woman called on, she was making 6 figures. This a woman. Every woman who came on his show, oh, I make 6 figures. I don't know how that happened. The men who support him, Dennis Sperling, MTR, the lead attorney, these guys were rich or becoming rich. And they were believing something, and they were following one black man, and he was appealing to the masses. He was growing every day. This dude added more subscribers in the last week since he passed away than most other subscribers. He's been gone.
But normally that's usually the case. I mean, when you're alive, they kind of like you. They really don't like you. But when you gone, whatever you had goes up. Michael died, audio, everything went up. Prince died, everything went up.
And that's the problem.
Nipsey Hussle passed away. Everything, his clothing store got sold out in days and weeks.
Tupac, when Tupac and Biggie died, oh my God, platinum everything. But that's the other end of the CO conspiracy. I've listened to this 911 call. I've listened to all this stuff, and I'm telling you right now, I don't believe what I'm hearing. It doesn't make sense. 2 + 2 is not equaling 4. It's not working for me. But who am I to argue? But you messed up because it's a reason the U.S. government didn't kill Fidel Castro. It's a reason we didn't kill Muammar Gaddafi. It's a reason why we did not want to kill Saddam Hussein until we had destroyed his entire network, because you can't fight a martyr. He died with no dirt on him, so he can't do nothing but look better. You made a mistake. That's all I'm going to say about that conspiracy. He died too soon, but you might have made a mistake, because YouTube has every single one of his recordings. And go to Social Blade, check his view counts. Nothing's changed. It's just no fresh content, but you got years of watching available to you if you just look for it.
You definitely got years of content, years and years of content. I mean, like I said, like Seth the DaChop said earlier, we was watching this man when he had the white background with the white iPhone headset going down. And like I said, like in the corner area of his closet, and he was giving the knowledge. And actually, some things he was saying then, he actually still says now.
Most of it, he didn't change. His audience just did.
Nah, and I think most problems, the people who dislike him or claim that he was only attacking black women only, are the ones who actually failed to sit there and listen from the beginning to end. Mm-hmm. You only seen the clips where he said X, Y, Z. Oh, it's me. I can't be. What you mean? I can't be over 200+ pounds with 3 kids and want a man who makes 6 figures to take care of me.
Good Lord.
How does that even make sense? And the worst thing about it, these are the words that came out these women's mouth. He didn't put pressure them to say anything. He asked them, "What kind of man? How many kids do you want?" Mm-hmm. Right? How much money do you expect him to make? And some couldn't even answer that question. They want this man, but they don't know what it takes to raise him. How many kids you want? Do you want each kid to go to college? Do you want each kid to have their own car? X, Y, Z? What does that count? They don't know. Mm-hmm. They just want the finish line, which is cool, right? But the thing is this: he always asks them what they want, X, Y, Z, and then they ask him, "What do you think the man who has all those things that you want? What do you think he wants?" And that's still a still topic even today's now, even right now. This ain't got nothing to do with Kevin said at this point now.
Oh no, you waited too late.
At this point now, in today's right now, when you ask a man what did he want, y'all don't want to hear it. Mm-mm. You don't want to hear it. This ain't got nothing to do with this man. We've been saying this. We want women who are fit,
friendly,
feminine.
Yep.
I'm gonna say those two things right there: fit and feminine.
No, and friendly. and friendly. Quit being angry.
But that friendly falls under the feminine. You know what I'm saying?
I no.
Okay,
I believe. I
I'm
just
with you.
want to call it out.
You know what? You don't call it out. So 3 F's.
Some
Fit,
of y'all
friendly, and feminine.
Yep. Because some of y'all ain't not the friendliest people on the planet. I'd rather deal with a pit bull.
And I'll give you that. And what is so hard from that? If you want a man who's makes all this money, who's going to take care of you, take you here, do this for you, so your life is much easier, right? Because that's the main goal of a man is to make, if he's married, right, to make his wife and kids' family much easier. That's almost like the basic when it comes to being a man. So we'll take on those stressful jobs, deal with stressful people, do all the things that we don't want to do, just as long as our family, our wives and our kids, whatever, is in a safe and unstressful place. And all we ask for in return is for you to be friendly, fine as hell, fit.
Wait. You ain't even got to be fine as hell.
I mean, to us though, because no, when I say fine as hell, each man had their own type of view.
No, I wasn't arguing with you because if you are fine as hell, great. But a few extra pounds here and there, we understand that life ain't easy. It's hard to stay in shape,
right?
So we don't need you to be over 100. I don't think any woman can justify being over 180 pounds. Period. So the moment you get to 181, there is no more justification. But that's it. Listen, 180 is a lot
for a woman.
For a woman, but 200 is too much. 220 is too much.
That kind of turns off like the sex appeal. That men look at, and then you wonder why is he always looking at these girls on TikTok and Instagram or even down the street? I mean,
because they fine. They look good.
If you know for a fact that most men are visual creatures, right? We know this, right? This is not nothing new. If you know men are visual creatures, if we see a big butt, big boobs, we're going to look. Doesn't mean we're going to grab it and touch it every time we see one, because there's a million of them, especially if you live in Atlanta, Georgia. They everywhere. Now, if they real or not, that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah.
But we're going to still peek like, damn. And are we asking that sometimes can the wifey or the girlfriends, can y'all give us that same damn effect too? Meaning that, sometimes throw on something a little cute, something sexy at home. Like Nugget, free gym for any new couples, whatever. Listen, if the only time your man says damn to you is when you're getting dressed up to go out with your girls or go to graduation or go to a party, that's a problem.
Yes.
I'm going to say that again. If you're a man, husband, boyfriend, whatever, if the only time he can look at you and be like, damn, and it's only when you're going to a birthday party, you're going to a graduation, you're going out with the girls, that is a problem. Because that means all them other times you looking like, the fuck is this? Got the bonnet on, got the big T-shirt on. Of course, it's my T-shirt, but it's the big T-shirt. And it ain't, you got the same PJs,
the sweats.
Ugh. Like, okay, I get it. I'm not asking you to walk around the house with mini skirt boobies. I get that, but sometimes can you put something that's half decent, look cute on you, so I can be like, okay, hey babe, what you doing? Nah, hey, come even downstairs for a minute. Like, give me that vibe where I'm like, damn, this is mine. Hey, tell the kids go upstairs for a minute. Here, give them some V-Bucks. Come on downstairs real quick. When the last time your man did that for you? If your man has not done that for you, that means what is the type of sex appeal you giving him to want you more?
Exactly.
Especially if you're in a lifestyle to where you're not stressing over bills, you're not stressing over protection, you're not stressing over food. I mean, there's a source out there on stuff. There's real shit going on in the world, ladies and gentlemen. If you can wake up every day and be stress-free about a lot of things I just said, you might got a good situation on, which is cool.
Might be great.
But if you got that situation, what is the other person who's providing that for you? What are they going through? Are you doing temperature check on them, see how they doing, how they feeling? And this is all, everything I just said is all the main thing what Kevin Samuel was talking about on his platform on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Friday at YouTube at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Because I used to watch him faithfully. And then they started evolving, going on Tuesday and Thursday on Instagram. So I was getting Kevin content Monday through Friday. Like, man, eating it up.
Bro, I can't. Man, listen.
And I'll say this one last thing, too.
Go ahead, bro.
Because, women, because I only hear negativity from women. And when the dude say something negative or something, it always be the simp ones. Like, bro, if you was in a room with all men, you wouldn't have said that. But because you're in this platform, all these females, you're gonna say X, Y, Z. But if you didn't room a bunch of guys, you wouldn't have said that. But anyway, the guys know what I'm talking about, so I don't gotta elaborate on that. That's men talk. We know what it is. I'll say this one thing here. I still watch them, like I said, Monday through Friday, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on YouTube, faithfully, 10 o'clock, right? Regardless how you feel about them. If you didn't like them, cool, whatever. How often do you hear about men bashing the women who watch Love and Hip Hop? That's entertainment for them, right? Kevin's my entertainment. But the difference between them two is this. Kevin gave me information to learn from to be a better husband. Even though that I'm married, he's still giving information for me to be a better husband. What is Love and Hip Hop giving you as women? Y'all watch all the time. The more makeup to wear, the more ratchet to be, the more like if you're upset. So when he passed away, y'all said, "Oh, this guy was known for talking bad about black women." But there's TV shows right now going on right now. Love and Hip Hop, Basketball Wives, all this, and it's all negativity towards black women looking ratchet on TV, fighting each other.
Wait. But I don't want to say add some more. Don't forget Murray Povich. Don't mean Jerry Springer. Keep going. Let's get some Rolanda up in here. Which one who just passed out? Like, and I'm making fun of her. Yes, I am.
Wendy Williams.
I said that. I said trash.
And when you said that, it helped me remember who the person was talking about. But the point is, where's that smoke at? Because that's going on right now, and they making y'all look bad. It's so bad that I forgot who I was talking to. Someone told me she was on vacation overseas somewhere, right? She was on vacation, international, and she saw a group of black women, and she said, I was just sitting away from them to act a fool. Not all black women act like that.
Wow.
But because they see a Love and Hip Hop show, they expect y'all to act a certain way when y'all out in public. But y'all don't have a problem with that. Y'all don't have a problem with Love and Hip Hop exposing black women and making money off y'all. Like, they making money right now as we speak. Love and Hip Hop. All themselves we just said, making money off black women.
Wait, and let me say this as far as having smoke. First off, ladies, and this is just for the ladies. Once again, I always go here. We still on the Kevin Samuels thing, but his voice is gone. His voice, living voice, is gone. But it's not over. It's too many of us who listened to him and who understood what he said. But as far as men do it too, because I know that's the first thing some of y'all might have thought.
Oh man,
I'll own up to that. How about this? That Young Thug in Atlanta right now, on 56, him and his whole crew, 56 count indictment for racketeering, 56 counts. I hope they throw him under the bus if he guilty. I do, cause that kind of stuff. Notice what you got in hip hop. That ain't us. Most men. Well, I don't even listen to hip hop no more, bruh. I realized that was trash. I realized that 90% of what they saying ain't worth listening to. I listened to the old stuff when I was coming up. Unfortunately, it might be just as gangster as it is now. But at least all those guys, where Tretch at from Naughty by Nature? Yeah, where's Busta Rhymes? Well, look at these dudes done grew up. Where's LL? You see him on NCIS every week. You know what I'm saying? Where's Big Willie style? Will Smith. Okay, yeah. Girls ain't nothing but trouble. Outside of him marrying a horrible woman who totally destroyed him, up until a few years ago, that dude was the image of what you wanted your son to grow up and be. Up until a few years ago.
Facts.
Because we all know that men go through phases. The bad part about it for ladies, y'all ain't going through a phase. Y'all stuck. And we really need y'all to get unstuck. And Kevin was pushing. He was pushing you to get unstuck from where you're at because it's not working. But some of y'all celebrated his passing as if the people behind him, AKA, it might be us one day. I am not as patient as Kevin. I ain't got no intention of giving you an olive branch for you to hide under. So you thought he was trashing you? Y'all might need to go look on some of these YouTube streets because he was the nice guy. Y'all, you might have been celebrating a little bit too soon.
I was talking to my homies this week, right, regarding the thug dude, the rapper who got arrested.
Young Thug.
More than likely, and I don't know him personally, and I don't know his history, but more than likely, Young Thug is an example of possibly a fatherless home. Possibly. It's a high percentage. I could be right here.
Look it up.
It could be a high percentage of that, because if he had any real male figures in his life, right, he first off would never wear a dress. Let's go back there, because we didn't forget about that. Yes, we're not gonna forget that part.
I had missed it.
Yeah,
sorry.
You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like the one who kind of started that trend. That guys, you know what I mean? Because he was big. He was a hot rapper at that moment, right? If he had any real male figures in his life, they'd be like, "Nah, son, this is when we're gonna do." And it could have been his godfather, it could have been his granddad, his dad, whoever. If he had that type of male leadership in his life, he would not be wearing a dress. That's number one. Number two, he became a entertainer, a famous entertainer, to the point to where he's self-made. Like, these new young rappers now are now starting their businesses on their own. They don't need these big record labels. Now, some still do, though, right? But I'm saying they making money quicker, much faster. More money than L. Cool J made when he first came out. These guys now are making 10 times more money, these guys, but they still in the streets for I don't know what reason. This man could have been set for his life, for future times, for his kids, based on him rapping and doing what he's doing right now. But now he's about to go down a path of jail time. Because more than likely, he probably grew up in a single mother home, possibly, right? Possibly. I don't know for sure. I'm saying, give you an example. If you look it up, if I'm wrong, let me know. I have no problem to say, okay, I was wrong about him, X, Y, Z. Because that's what men do. We hold accountability for ourselves. So if I say something wrong, then I'm wrong. If I'm right, it is what it is. But regardless, there's a lot of men out there right now being raised without these men in the house. And that's what the main thing Kevin Samuel was talking about, that we need more men and women together to work as a team so we can move further in our lives and the community. Because the black community as a whole is suffering as a whole. This man is now wasted. He was probably in his young 20s. Now he about to go to jail for life for killings and drug trafficking and all the things that he been doing or whatever. That's part of the game. So, like Seb said, if he's guilty for it, it is what it is. Because one thing that about men we have to understand, he will be held accountable. And no one's going to feel sorry for him. No one's going to write him letters. No one's going to check on him. He's going to learn the hard way about what the street life is really about. And guess what? The street life don't care about you. But it was designed for men to fail because they want us black men in jail. Because that's the new slavery. But y'all don't miss that. Y'all sleep. Wake up.
Yeah, single parent.
Single parent?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
Yep.
Prime example. See? I didn't even know this dude, and he looked it up, verified he was a single. He grew up in a single mother home.
Yep. 10 kids. I mean, his mom had 10 kids living in the projects in the south side of Atlanta. Yep.
But y'all cool with that, right? Y'all was cool with him dancing, making his music, with him in an outfit. Oh, he expressing himself. He can do what he want to do. And look where he's headed to right now. Is that the future that you want for your sons? Because a lot of you women who have kids and no father or man in the house have young boys. What exactly are they looking, or who are they watching to marry themselves to be a better man? As a mother, if I was a mother, thank God I'm not, but if I was a mother and I was raising my kids alone and I had some boys, I would do my darndest hardest to find some good men for them to be around. Even if I'm not messing with the guy or whatever. Kind of pause to sound all crazy, but
wait,
just,
out.
You know what I'm
saying.
saying,
I love you, brother. I can't let that slide.
Go ahead.
I don't like, I used to enjoy the thought of mentorship, what you were just saying. I don't, because it's not fair. You shouldn't have to mentor. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't. Mentors happen organically. If you have kids with a man, this man needs to be capable of raising his kids. I don't think a single mother should show. Here's the thing. Like, I don't think a single mother should surround herself with other good men, because she ain't gonna do nothing but potentially turn into a freak with a group of male friends. Okay, that's all it looks like, because that's what. Anyway, this is a different topic.
I mean, it's kind of a topic we talked about before, that you're not man enough unless you're raising. You're not man enough if you don't raise kids and not belong to you.
We talked
about that already.
Yeah, I'm not owning that no more. I got 2 kids from my ex-wife that are mine, genetically DNA positive, but if I did find a woman that had kids that I liked, I'm not gonna knock it, and I'm not gonna attack her child, but I'm not mentoring. I'll mentor the kids down at the rec center. But hey, my son sees you as a father figure. That's your fault. That's a failing on your part. I need you to own that when you say that sentence. I know I failed as a mother, but my son sees you as a father figure. Own that, because the man who you made that baby with should not be seeing you. Your kid shouldn't be seeing some random dude as a father figure. Your kid should be seeing their daddy as a father figure. And if he's not there, that's your fault.
That's where the accountability comes in. That's what one thing Kevin was kind of pushing to that. Like, if you have a baby with someone else, either work out with that guy, but you cannot expect anyone else to come in and be Captain Superman.
It ain't even fair.
It's not fair because, because we, as men know, we know if you're a woman and you have kids, we know it's a bundle package. There's no way around it. I can't give you the world and treat this little kid like crap. No, I know he's a part of you. You have your feelings to him. But on top of that, most men, and once again, we're never saying all here, but most of the time, men know that if I'm talking to a woman who has kids, one thing we know from day one, I'll never be number one to her.
Never.
My babies, my kids will always be first. Before I could do anything, I got to make sure that your kid is straight before I can move forward with me.
I want to add something.
Yeah.
One of the last shows Kevin did expressed that. He was talking to a lady. She had a daughter from a previous relationship. He said if you got married to a man and y'all had kids, and one day your daughter said he was looking at her funny, what would you do? She said, I'd leave him. I got to protect my daughter. He said, so he is going, because your daughter, let's say your daughter didn't even like him and she lied on him, you're going to break up a family and take this man's kids away from him because you're protecting your daughter from him. That's why men don't like stepchildren, because you always have it ain't just your time, and I'm not going to come first. You have an entirely different set of priorities built into a relationship with you. A whole different cutoff point that I don't have any knowledge of and have any way to fight against. But you still want me to trust you with my finances, with birthing my children.
And my life.
Yeah. I mean, that doesn't make sense, man. That's like keeping a huge secret, like you got AIDS from somebody. But you make sure you put on a condom. I'm aiming this towards men. But you make sure you put on a condom every time you have sex so your girl don't know. She think y'all moving towards marriage and everything, and you hiding a secret that could destroy y'all relationship the moment she finds out about it. That's what you having kids are to us. That child could destroy our relationship almost anytime they feel like it, if they get in their feelings. And I've seen it happen. Personally, I've seen it happen. Anyway, keep going.
Yeah, that was tough right there. That's tough. That's tough.
And this is one that, once again, ladies, y'all messed up.
So, yeah. So, and it always go back to this. I'll just say this. With Kevin, he held men accountable. And the only thing I will always keep saying and repeat forever, women, who do you have to keep you accountable? Who is going to tell you that your room is very important and it should not be given to everyone?
And you shouldn't be waiting till 30 to look for somebody to build a future with.
Facts.
Just a thought.
And just saying, and then using that statement that I was young and dumb.
I don't accept that anymore.
I get it. But it's crazy because you have most to lose with being young and dumb. I'll say this. Listen, you have the most to lose as far as you getting pregnant. One, you got to make it through the pregnancy. Like, I don't think y'all women are educated enough to understand how when you have a baby, your life getting through that pregnancy is a scary one. Because the same way black men is treated in the streets with cops, it's the same way that women is treated in the hospital with doctors. And if you don't know this, then shame on you. But you need to know that making it through pregnancy is number one. One, make it through pregnancy. Number two, your time. I don't care how old you are, your time you can't get back. regardless if the guy's in the picture or not in the picture, you still got to raise that child.
18 years
If
minimum.
If the guy gets you child support or no child support, you still got to provide food, clothes, anything extra for that child. Because regardless of what you get, you still got to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
Your time. You can't get your time back. So pregnancy and your health, well, pregnancy, yeah, well, health, pregnancy, same thing. And your time, you don't get those things back.
Nope.
While he's out there living his best life, you mad at him because he got a whole nother family over there. He got another girl got pregnant. And now he's living with her. Now you mad, and now you raising your child here, and now you pour into him. Oh, your daddy don't love you. He ain't ish. You're creating this circle that we're living in right now.
Oh, one more word. I want you to add, I want you to add one more word to your statement about your time, your health, your mentality, and we didn't even go there. Your financing, opportunity.
Facts, opportunity.
You need because that's
think
gone
about it.
too.
Oh, that is gone. So if you were young before a child and you know what you want to do in life, regardless what field you want to go in, just know once baby's involved, your time is gone. That job, that career you wanted to do, the school is gone. Poof. Because that child is no more responsibility. Mm-hmm. And I know people say, well, it takes two to tangle. It does. It does. We know that's a fact, okay? But let's be clear here. It takes two to tangle. But as far as men, we only have one preventative. And that's what condom, right? That's it.
Yeah, I don't even, and that's what.
I know, I'm not going there. I just want to give a little bit. We only got one thing to help us to prevent. We don't get.
Well, we got three.
What's that?
Jacking off.
Okay.
Doing it by hand.
Yeah.
Not doing it.
Okay.
Or wearing the condom.
Yeah, but I'm talking about when it's body to body. So you only got one condom, and sometimes that thing can break.
Or you can not do it.
Or not do it. But the point I'm trying to make is this.
Which ain't an option.
Yeah, I have over 15 plus things you can do to prevent yourself from having a baby. So when you say you're young and dumb, it's not young and dumb. You're just young and stupid.
They're not even stupid. These women.
No accountability. So anyway, listen, this not really. Listen, this is not really about bashing women or anything like that. It's the fact that this was the things that Kevin Samuel was talking to the black community as a whole. He got his numbers, statistics, everything he was talking about for blackdemographic.com. So he wasn't speaking from out of his whatever or just pulling numbers out the air. He gave you statistics that you all can look up. One thing that black people as a whole don't do, we don't read. My boy Jada, I'm a big fan. But anyway, if you would have had something from a ninja, put it in the book. Mm-hmm. That means that if you want to have something from a black person, just put it in the book because you know what? We don't read. And that's sad, but true. We don't do our research. We're so quick to let somebody tell you else what something is. Well, if you have an open mind, going somewhere and do my own little research, I'm like, all right, let me look this up and see, okay, you know what? Here's making some sense. Because if you sit there and listen to Mr. Kevin Samuels from beginning to end, you understand where he's coming from. He don't come on the show talking about, okay, what woman today I'm going to cuss out, call her fat, and all these things. No, if you watch from beginning to the end, you see how the conversation lead up to that. The conversation goes left because the woman, one, don't respond. She don't follow instructions. He asked her a simple question. She did around it. She wanted to take control of the show. So disrespectful because if you went on Steve Harvey's show, because he's another black man, if you watch Steve Harvey's show, period, I don't care what show he's on, you never see anyone disrespect Steve Harvey on this show, regardless of what he talk about. And he talk about a lot of stuff. But you never have someone try to talk over him as he's speaking. The disrespect, you should be lucky that you was able to speak to this man, right? But he spoke to everyone, white, black, all of that. And he checked everyone and men all across the board. But the point I'm trying to make is this. With Steve Harvey, he has a show he's been on. And he talked about many topics. Not one time where someone came on the show, was disrespectful to him, talked over him, X, Y, Z. And also, if someone did, he probably got out of there. That show will probably never air unless it's like be on bloopers or some shit that he have. But with Kevin, he did it live and he spoke to everybody on the spot. Mm-hmm. But if I was a white person watching Kevin Samuels' show and seeing how our women act, it's like, wow. Like, you have to watch the show from an old mind and look and think about the questions he's asking you. And he asks those questions. Think about, can I answer those questions? Is he saying making sense? Before you say, because mind you, that's somebody's son who passed away. That's somebody's son. And a lot of you women out there have sons. Y'all love your sons to death. You ain't. Me and Seth talked about one episode, or no, with me and Seth, my boy Kearney. We was talking about how that women treat their kids or their sons like puppies.
Yep.
Yeah, it's somebody. Meaning that once they get to an age of being an adult dog.
That was me.
Okay. When we get to a certain age or adult dog, oh, get your dog, get that dog, can't stand him. But when they puppy, oh, come here, come fit in my bag. You love them to death. But when they go from puppy to dog, I can't stand this dog. It's time for this dog to go.
The dog in my way.
Same thing with baby boys. And this is something that I have problems with because my wife and my grandmother would be like, oh, my son's name is Sean. Sean, this is a baby. They want to baby him. But once he gets older, when he's no longer that boy, now you want to throw him to the woods. I was like, no, don't do that. Keep that same energy with him because don't love him because he's a baby boy right now, but when you get bored, he's going to be another ninja. Man, you need to get out of my house. No, because I'm not doing that. As long as I'm still around, I'm not throwing my son or daughter to the wolves. When they leave this house here, they're going to be all the way financially stable and mentally prepared for the real world because the real world don't care about them.
Nope.
Clearly. Go ahead.
I
know.
That. No, because even with that, Julian, it's like I've seen this. I've watched women literally with their children, with their sons. This little joker don't clean up his room. He don't pick up after himself. He literally knows how to do nothing but play the PlayStation. I've seen this little kid, and his mama just keep skating on it. You know what I'm saying? But then the first time you talk to her about a man, I ain't taking care of no man. I ain't no lazy man. And I'm like, but your son, you just raised your son to be the man you hate. Because you do everything. You do things for your son you won't do for a man, but you think some other woman is going to do for your son what you won't do for a man.
Man.
He's going to be what you hate. Sorry, God.
And that's it right there. And that's something that we see. And we see it in all houses. Like, no, we're going to do X, Y, Z. Oh, no. Because I listen and hear what all women say about, oh, he don't take the trash out. He don't do. Okay, but are you raising him to take the trash out?
Exactly. Are you making him?
Like, I have my son do push-ups. He don't got to do push-ups now. If I drop dead right now, who's going to take trash out? Sean. And you'll be young. You're a boy. You should be able to take this out because I'm not here.
Mm-hmm.
That's why one of the biggest fear I have is me not here to protect my son because he's in a house full of women.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And not saying there's nothing wrong with women. I'm just giving you a prime example of the stuff that I see. So when men are in their houses and they tell their sons to do certain things, women, sit back and shut up and let them do what they got to do because this little boy's going to be a man one day. I need to make sure he can do the basic things of life.
Yep.
He need to be able to take the trash out because I hear women all the time talking about, man, this guy, he don't do nothing. He don't take trash out or nothing. Well, blame his mama then. Don't blame him. Blame his mama because you only do what you're taught and what you learn.
Yep.
If you're not never taught to learn how to take the trash out, how are you going to turn as a grown man and know take trash out?
Man.
It's just that thing. Like Seth just said, most of the time, women, you're raising the men that you can't stand. And you expecting some other woman to take care of that.
I was watching a friend of mine's neighbor. We were sitting in the backyard. We straight up sitting in the backyard having a couple beers. And this lady, we know she's single, is cutting the grass. At least 50 years old. She was our age, but I think she was a bit older. Out there pushing a lawnmower in the backyard, cutting the grass. We know she has a teenage son. We know she has a teenage son. I've said this before on this podcast, and this is where I got it from. It is nothing more depressing. Ain't nothing more pitiful than a 50, 55, 60-year-old woman pushing a damn lawnmower. You know how many bad decisions you got in making your life that have to push a lawnmower at 55 as a woman? As a dude, I'll be 75 years old pushing a lawnmower. But you think my 70-year-old moms should be out there pushing a lawnmower? I've said this. This is the same thing Kevin is talking about. Y'all are raising these boys. Y'all are making son husbands that at the end of y'all life, they won't be good for nobody. And all of y'all celebrating Kevin, I'm telling you, it hurt my heart for everybody who celebrated his passing in the negative. Because he was working for you. Most of us guys right now, I am never getting remarried. I don't care what happens. I don't care how much I love somebody. I will never sign my name to a government document again saying this is my wife. I'm not doing it because it's no benefit. it ain't nothing but L's in that for me, right? So once again, since
Big L's.
I go myself to dart child, I don't care. I'm not high value. I'm overweight, 5'10", short, tall, whatever you call it. 5'10" is under 6 feet. I'm overweight. I weigh 300 pounds. I made $100,000 last year. I hope to continue to make that kind of money. But I ain't looking for nobody to share it with. I don't give a dang. I don't care if the woman down the street get put out. I don't care. She ain't my woman. She ain't built no life with me. She doesn't benefit me in my life. I'll buy her house and rent it out. But I'm not remarrying her. I'm not looking for somebody to help because y'all have made it so that it's not in my best interest to help. I invest. How much is dinner in the movie?
Almost 100 plus.
No, that's fine. So my investment to most women that I meet is a couple $100. That's it. I'm not taking you on a cruise. I'll go on a cruise by myself. You know, I'm in single women on cruises. Why would a man ever go on a cruise? So if I go on a cruise, I'm gonna go by myself. Oh, you don't like to travel alone? I'm only gonna be alone until I hit the beach. You know how many of them little nice fine beach bunnies running around? I'll only be alone as long as it take me to get to the island, and then I'll be alone on my flight back from the island. You feel me? This is the world y'all put us in. And Kevin was trying to fix that. Get on a man on your level. If you make $25 an hour as a school teacher, finding a man who make $25 an hour, both of y'all together make $100. That's a comfortable living. But you can't deal with no man who making less than 60. The men who make more than that, they don't need you. They don't want you. They want sex from you, but I don't want your student loans. I don't want your kids. I don't want your debt. I don't want my health being impacted by your poor sexual decisions. I just want to have sex. And I can do that with a condom. They can like $3 a box. So this is y'all celebrating the dude who was actively trying to put men and women back into a reasonable, workable relationship. What comes after, since y'all didn't like his message, what comes next is up to you.
It's all on you at this point.
All of it. Because our feelings hurt. Everybody who loved Kevin, and we did, no homo. I loved that Jude like a family member.
I call him Godfather right now all the time. It's Godfather.
Yeah. How many people on my Facebook page who like, I'm glad he did. I unfriended so many people in the last week. I did. I don't need this person as a friend. And I mean cousins. And female relatives. I unfriended.
And the worst part about it, the people who were saying that, they glad he's XYZ.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at their current situation. Most of the people who celebrate this man not here, just look at their current situation.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Vivica's situation. Just look at their situation. You can have all the money in the world, but you're lonely. You go on TV, you got 10 pounds of makeup on. You're not even comfortable in your own skin.
Mm-mm.
This man was in a suit every day.
And look at the chick he died with.
Hey, on a funny note, listen. Listen. He didn't die alone, though. Mic drop. He didn't die alone. Mic drop. Give me some. Boom.
Wow. Hey.
He didn't die alone.
But wait. There's more.
What's more?
She did not weigh as much as a running back.
Ooh.
She was not built like an inside linebacker. And listen,
I'm just saying.
If you gotta go,
if you want to get technical with it, at least the day before, if she spent the night with him, more likely he had some fun the night before. So at least when he did go, his last 24 hours was fun.
Yeah, I mean, if I got to go,
right?
Yo, listen, you can have. I'll tell a woman right when I feel like I'm about done, you can have everything in my wallet if you kill me.
You stupid.
And not with and
stupid.
If you can make me die without a knife and I don't beat me to death, you can have what you find in the wallet and go for it. Cause I'm gonna die. I'm gonna be in heaven. What you here for? Well.
Yeah. If you look right there. I mean, I was, I thought I was already in heaven, so I guess it's more than heaven, so there's more to it. Hey, she said go deeper. I mean, I ain't know what she meant. She meant 6 feet. I'm joking.
She put me down, dog, and now I'm here with y'all.
So that's funny. So all the haters out there who talking crazy about the man, hey, he didn't die alone, and the woman he with, She wasn't ugly or out of shape. You know what I'm saying? So you can talk all the junk that you want.
Mm-hmm. She sounded like a woman. But, oh my God, it's Kevin Samuels. I don't care if she was faking or not. She even sounded feminine.
Hey, she sold it. But she did. But she's like, man, listen. She's trying to tell, hey, this is Kevin. Like, hey, get somebody here now. This is Kevin Samuels. Like, you know, it's Obama. Like, she said that his name. Like, listen, you know what this is right here? Get somebody here now. Like, hurry up. So regardless of that situation there, all I'm saying is that he's going to be missed.
Yes.
I feel bad for, you know what I'm saying, hopefully, you know, men like me, except trying to anyone else who have young men that we can talk to, who's willing to listen, can kind of get some information from us that we're going to try to pass on, because men still need to hear from other men what men need to do and hold yourself accountable. Because as of right now, we have no one else now. Like, he was that person that's like respected. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, this many people you see on YouTube or whatever, he be talking, he get on my nerves. Sometimes he on point, but sometimes he go far left. I'm like, bro, Kevin, I sit and listen to him like, yo, he's not, what he's saying is not wrong. But it's, once again, it always be the single ones, the one that got this stuff together, who feel that, oh, he's bashing black women. No, he's not.
No, he's not.
And then until you're able to watch the show from 1 minute to 2 hours, because the shows is long.
Wait. Let's be real. Watch from, like, there's timestamps. Shout out to Deshaun, who broke down all his video. Watch from the beginning of the monologue into the end, because he had nuggets at the end too. But you could probably skip the first 20 minutes.
Yeah.
On most of the videos.
Yeah, because getting by time to get in the building. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, salute to the Godfather KS, man. I mean, we gonna keep him in spirit. You always hear quotes that we're gonna say, hey, Kevin said, y'all, who's Kevin? Kevin Samuels. Just type it on YouTube. Thousands of video there. You won't be bored. And you'll learn some stuff too.
Yep.
And especially my fellas. Hey, I need y'all to tap in.
Yeah.
You're going to learn some stuff.
So for all the people, in my opinion, if you ever see this, that only listen to this stuff because it was Kevin, listen, it's a lot of guys out here speaking a lot of knowledge. Even now, Dennis Sperling, the attorney who's handling Kevin's estate, listen to some of his shows. This guy's, you know, he's not Kevin, but he's not wrong either. He's intelligent, well-spoken, and he understands.
Oh, leading attorney too. Let's throw him out there too.
Yeah. MTR ain't going nowhere.
No.
Hopefully, MTR ain't going nowhere. You know
all of them. Protect all of them. You know what I'm saying?
So don't just turn away because Kevin's gone. No, Kevin was the tip of the spear, but there was an entire spear behind him. He was just the tip. Come on, stay here.
Well, I said we were supposed to do a short video on this one. This one turned to a whole hour.
Sometimes, bruh.
He's like, hey, we'll do 15 minutes.
Like
45 minutes later.
I just want to say I was in my feelings for real.
Listen, when I got the news, I'm like, man, it's fake. You know what I mean?
I was in the movie theaters. I was watching Doctor Strange in the.
Oh, we gotta chop that up. Go ahead. Hold on. Go ahead. Finish what you're gonna say. Go ahead. Finish what you gotta say. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was in the movie theater when I first seen it, and I just thought it was a joke. I said, "Man, stop doing that junk." Right. And then it just trickled in over. While I was in the movie, I started panicking at the number of items started coming across my phone. Like, yo, you know, KS gone, right? Wait, stop playing, bro. I'm in the middle of a movie. They were dead serious.
Listen, I had to go to. I went to his page, but I went to. Big shout out to the Lapeef Show. Mm-hmm. We don't say the name enough here, but Lapeef Show was a good show. And, well, you have to understand, when Kevin was like the first, not saying he was the first, but he kind of blew up. And all these other shows of people that we talking about now, we learn about them by watching Kevin. Mm-hmm. So Lapeef Show, because of Kevin. Fresh and Fit, even though they kind of have the ups and downs, Kevin Samuel.
Yep.
MTR, Kevin Samuel. Because I watched this man, I learned these other channels and XYZ. Yep. But another person I watched was Antoine Daniels. He's a good close friend of Kevin. You know what I'm saying? They had communication. But the thing is that once he posted on his page, I knew it was real because he has there's certain guys who have certain relationship with Kevin. Based not relationship, pause. I'm referring to friendship. On the same level. Like they hang out, they cool. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not no funny stuff. Yeah. We ain't about that here. But when I saw them post it, I knew it was real. Like,
yeah, when Dennis Sperling said it, I was like,
oh man, like we lost another one. It's like we keep losing all the good ones, and we stuck with the goofy ones. And Will Smith.
And I said about that CON conspiracy, it all fits. They will not let us have somebody we can look up to in America as a black. I ain't gonna say leader but honestly, everybody needs somebody to look up to. They refuse to give black people in America an idol. Somebody we can look up to.
Facts. Somebody left a comment. I'm gonna read it. Somebody, William said, "I'm far too afraid of harm that most women are capable of inflicting on me to ever do something like date, hook up with someone, forget sex and love dating, just hoard money. Hoard it. Get the money." So I get what he's saying. Pretty much what he's saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that like sometimes hooking up because he's thinking the same thing like Lava's thinking. Like, man, was he set up? But it's like now, what, ladies? See, here's another thing that happened because of this situation. Now, you may not be going to many dates now.
Yeah, it was already going downhill.
I was like, man, I don't know, women out here. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I have to ask this question: if Kevin wouldn't have let her stay the night, would he still be alive today? If he hadn't, if after he got finished smashing, he called her Uber, would he be alive right now?
We don't know.
And that's the problem, because y'all happy, but we over here like, okay, so the lesson learned is if he don't
eat nothing unless you make it, you know what I mean?
Listen, I said this earlier. Like I say, you can make your money. You can have it. Once again, back to my own thing. I fully intended to stay married till I was dead, regardless of what happened. Every trip I took, I couldn't imagine taking a trip without my wife being with me. I expected to be 75 years old, looking stupid in a rocking chair while she puttered around doing something and nagging my ears off, because that's what I expected. I accepted that. But now that I'm free and I see what it is, ladies, wait until a dude get around his 30s to get married or 40s to get married. Y'all have missed the boat, because somewhere truthfully around 35 years old, a man loses the actual desire to get married. And if we do get married, like Kevin used to say, it's a business decision. And you are an executive wife. I don't believe in monogamy. I do not believe that men and women too, but we don't have the ability to be monogamous. Don't believe in it anymore. And if it is possible, it still only benefits women. All you bring to the table most of the time is your physicality, and I'm bringing everything else, and you holding my physicality hostage for your decision to do something. Nah, man. Take a cruise by yourself one time. Take a 4-day cruise to the Bahamas. Get one cabin by yourself, which is going to be twice the regular, whatever, don't matter. Do this for yourself, man, and take your 12 box of condoms. Take all dozen, and then you gonna find out that it ain't cheaper to keep her, bruh. It's cheaper to make sure she leave. All right.
Mic drop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we done with the show. Once again, salute to the Godfather. Rest in peace. Ladies and gentlemen, we out. I ain't got no closer. I'm done. Well, Mondays, episode drop, 7 a.m. Dachopteam. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, whatever. We out there. I'm done.
Just done. I can't resist.